cameras are on, and please check the email from last night that has the link for the debate. The debate will begin in a few minutes.
Good morning, and welcome to the Great Debate for the Fall 2021 at Sophie B. Wright High School. At this time, we'll have our freshmen debating. The topic is, the public's right to know ought to be valued above the individual's right to privacy. We have already did a coin toss, and the first team up will be the affirmative with the opening statement. Thank you.
I agree with the public's right to know ought to be valued above one's right to privacy. I say this because I'm more of a online person, and I like sticking to social media. But things I've been noticing with the YouTubers that I love watching is that a lot of them lately have been becoming pedophiles, and if you knew me, I really do not like pedophiles. I despise them with every single piece of me. So what does this have to do with why I agree with this statement? Well, I say this because if the U.S. Constitution or the government knew what has been going on behind our phones, then I feel like our world would be a lot more safer, and there wouldn't be as much creeps around the world. I also want to state that a lot of people do not agree to share their privacy with everyone or around the Constitution. But in all honesty, I don't think that what we've been doing on our cell phones isn't, it shouldn't be along the lines of anything, terrible or breaking the law. I hope that my statement does become true and the government starts taking more notice of the people on our, creeps on our cell phones, and take what's right, do what's right, and stop them. They can, whenever they catch like a pedophile or a creep or whenever they catch them, they should call the FBI or the police to hunt them down. And that is what I think. That is why I agree with this.
Now, the negative cross-examination, you have 6 minutes.
I would like to rebut. No one should invade anyone's privacy. The right of privacy to stay to his or herself until he or she feels right to speak out about it. Teenagers of new age love their privacy. I love my privacy. I feel safe with myself. He or she can agree with me about privacy when everyone knows that adults in our business is wrong, which leads to rebellious acts and all types of teenagers. And with the government, they shouldn't really be invading our privacy. It doesn't feel right. Just because they're a higher power of us, they shouldn't be in our business. Most people don't agree with me, but I disagree with people being in our privacy. No one, or anyone for that fact, except us, should know what's going on in our life. That's why I disagree.
Thank you, gentlemen, for the opening statements. And now we'll go to our cross-examination. We'll start with our negative constructive. And you come at this time, you have a total of 4 minutes.
right to know should, right? The public right to know should be held above one privacy, because you can think about it this way. Witness protection is one way that you keep a person safe after he has witnessed a crime. With this being in the public knowledge, the criminal who committed the crime can exact vengeance against that crime. Another reason is because when some things are out into the public, it can stir up confusion and conflict with the people.
Now the affirmative.
Try speaking to the mic, please.
The public right to know ought to be valued above the individual rights to privacy, because it is important to know what is going on in today's society. It is important to know what is going on in today's society, and nothing should be held from the people in today's world and kept by the government. Us people should know what's going on, because we will understand how to handle the situation and be prepared for the future so it wouldn't be any chaos. For example, Donald Trump knew about COVID-19 and didn't do anything about it and kept it a secret until it became one of the biggest problems in the world over the last 10 years. I believe that if us people would have known about COVID-19 before it became a pandemic, it would have not got to the point where the U.S. would have to quarantine for a year, and to the point where 5 million people died from COVID. It wouldn't have got to the point if Donald Trump would have kept COVID-19 a secret, because we would have been prepared and would have had a vaccine a year before. We would have understood what was going on and be able to handle it instead of blaming it on another country. Society and problems in society shouldn't be hidden from the public.
Thank you, gentlemen. Now we have a total of 4 minutes to prep. So coaches, if you would like to meet with your team, feel free to do so at this time. We only have 4 minutes during prep time. Judges, you can use this time to review your notes. 1 minute remaining. All right, time. We're going to go back into our debaters. We are asking that you make sure that when you come up to the microphone, that you speak clearly into the microphone and that you also enunciate as you're speaking. We're going to go into our closing statements. We're going to have our first 5 minutes by the affirmative with the closing statement. Thank you.
As we know, one's right to know is covered by the U.S. Constitution, contrary to one's right to privacy. The First Amendment right to free speech gives as well as the freedom of the press. One's right to know encompasses one's social rights as well as one's workplace rights, such as the right to know when one's working in and around hazardous toxic substances. In 1970, the Federal Occupational Safety and Health Administration was formed to help ensure that American workers enjoy a safe and healthy working environment. So when I point that statement out that the right to know ought to be valued over the right to privacy, meaning that some people can be in danger if they don't know certain measures that can affect their life. How to get your microphone? Get it? You might want to turn it up. Mr. Leo, I'm saying myself, Leo. Good morning.
Y'all can hear?
As we know, one's right to know is covered by the U.S. Constitution, contrary to one's right to privacy. The First Amendment right to free speech gives as well as the freedom of the press. One's right to know enhances one's social rights as well as one's workplace rights, such as the right to know when one is working in and around hazardous toxic substances. In 1970, the Federal Occupational Safety and Health Administration was formed to help assure that American workers enjoy safe and healthy working environments. And we need measures like that to keep citizens safe. So the last thing that I will make is that there cannot be political freedom in one country without respect for the right to know.
And now the closing statement from the negative rebuttal.
I rebuttal with the public rights to know ought to be valued above one right to privacy. Because if people know too much, if people know too much, they might start to panic and people know too much, it might bring a lot of wounds into the subject that's being. I rebuttal with the public rights to know ought to be valued above one right to privacy. Because when people know too much, it brings a lot of rumors and it brings a lot of false information. But people do even know at the same time, but it brings too much false information. For example, if people tell that people might start to panic, for example, in a hurricane, people might start to panic, but you're not supposed to panic in a type of situation. That's why the government keep a lot of information away from the public.
Thank you, freshman debaters. At this time, we will pause as we get ready for our juniors and our seniors. Judges use this time to score your rubrics, and then we will share that information with our students at the end of the debate. Thank you.